suddenly make it all seem worthwhile. Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show, love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the town, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all.
Welcome to Genie Today. Your host, Gnann. Today joining us, we have Gnann from Shreveport, Louisiana. He's going to tell us about his journey towards business ownership. Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Good. Tell us a little bit about your life before Window Genie. What were you doing?
I was working for a marketing company.
Yeah.
Working specifically in digital marketing. Over my career, I've done a number of things, mainly in sales and service operations. Spent a number of years in the nonprofit sector.
Wow.
Trying to save the world, and transitioned out of that, worked for marketing for a while. But I've always had this desire to own my own business.
Okay.
So it's been a bit of a, purchasing a Window Genie franchise is a bit of a, I've been working toward this. And,
So it's a long time coming.
It's been a long time coming.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And now why did you decide to ultimately go for it? If it's been a dream for so long, what were the circumstances that led you to do it this year?
It just felt right.
Okay.
I had looked at a number of different opportunities.
Okay. So you've been doing your research for years?
I've been doing research for a number of years. Looked at probably 6 different franchise opportunities.
Okay. Were they all similar to Window Genie, or did you have an idea of what type of business you wanted?
I do woodworking as a hobby and a side business, and I'm a natural DIYer, so
Okay.
I like the home services sector.
Yeah.
And when I was working in digital marketing, the home services sector was probably one of the biggest verticals that we worked with.
Oh, cool.
Because people, there's a lot of home and business owners that either can't take care of their property, won't take care of their property, or don't know how.
Yeah.
So when you start looking at those, they are looking for someone to come in and do external home care or external business care for them,
Right.
because they'd rather run their business, go to the beach,
Yep.
sit out on the boat and
Wouldn't we
have
all
a
like
few.
to do
Yes,
that?
of course we would. But that's what they'd rather be doing. So when I started looking at where my desires lie
Mhm.
and my skill sets lie, I found a natural fit with the services that Window Genie provided.
Right. Yeah, you mentioned people can't, won't, or don't know how to do
Mhm.
things like window cleaning, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, window tinting. These are all services that people can't, won't, don't know how to do themselves.
Sure.
So that does sound like a great fit. Now, how did you first hear about Window Genie? How recently was that?
I first heard about Window Genie probably about 5 months ago.
Okay.
I was reading an article in Kiplinger magazine about low-cost franchises, and I was still researching at that point, so I went through the list and pulled out probably 3 or 4 that just sounded interesting to me. It was in the DIY sector, and just looked at it and thought, this might be a fit.
Right.
And then
So you found Window Genie on your own? You weren't
I did.
working with
No,
a franchise coach? Or?
I did all the research on myself.
Awesome.
Did a lot of validation calls, talked to a lot of other franchise owners and other franchises outside of Window Genie, because I really wanted to understand
Right.
what it was like
Yeah.
owning a franchise.
Day in the life.
Day in the
kind of
life.
thing.
I talked to
Okay.
other Dwyer Group owners.
Huh.
I had previously worked with other Dwyer Group owners, and knew by reputation. So when I found out that y'all were not part of the Dwyer family, that was like an added
Right.
added
So there are
bonus.
other Dwyer Group brands in the Shreveport area?
No, when I was working in digital marketing, we
Oh,
worked
okay.
with a lot of
You'd worked with them.
we worked with a lot of Glass Doctor and Mr. Ritter and Molly Maids and et cetera, helping them with their marketing.
Our
needs.
sister companies?
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So the Dwyer Group kind of put a stamp of approval on Window Genie that we had joined a good team, a good culture.
It provided more validation
Yeah.
that I was getting more than just a territory. I knew that I was
Yeah.
getting a system, and I like, you go into franchising or you buy a franchise for a number of reasons. For me, it was I wanted a system. I wanted to be able to come in and know that I could get a lot of guidance and support and some pushing when needed.
You won't have to recreate the wheel.
Correct.
Yeah.
I've helped some other people start small businesses just on the side.
Yeah.
And
So you know it's not easy.
I know it's not easy, but watching them go through what they're doing, and recognizing that, you know, they've had to figure it out as they go versus with Window Genie, they're like, well, here, look, turn on page X number of your operations manual, or pick up the phone and call Cleater, Aaron, or Brian, or Matt, or somebody, and they can walk you through
Or
it.
a franchise owner who
Or
says,
existing-
I've made these mistakes
Yes.
for you,
Yes.
so that you don't have to.
It makes a big difference, and it helps validate the reason for becoming a partner.
Awesome. And so you've mentioned you've worked closely with other Dwyer brands. Had you looked at any of them specifically? Because, you know, all of the franchises within the Dwyer group are home service related. And so why specifically Window Genie? If you said that, you know, Shreveport sounds like it was open for really any business you wanted, why was Window Genie the one?
For me, first it was startup cost. Second, it was that there was not a strong presence of other window cleaning and pressure washing other than your one truck chucks.
Minimal competition.
There was not a lot of competition. Third, it just felt right.
Yeah.
It just felt
Going
right.
with your gut is
Yeah.
sometimes the best bet. Good. And this is a big step in your life.
It is.
Awesome. Now, what are you most excited about? How do you see the first year going? You know, whether it's your hopes or your real goals, what are you trying to meet?
My first year is I want to get profitable.
Yeah.
I want to get profitable as soon as possible. I want to make this work. I want it to grow. I'd like to, within the first year, be ready to add a second truck.
Awesome. Grow your team.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That's my first year goals. It's hard for me to establish like revenue goals because I don't know yet.
You haven't opened your doors yet.
And yeah, it's all kind of pie in the sky at this point. But
Right.
for me, it's about prepping to add that second truck and then hopefully that third truck because I really want to dominate the market. And I think I think with the right business approach and looking at competitors within the area, a company that comes in with a strong marketing approach, a strong customer service background, and a real key to detail can really dominate the market, and that's what I want to be able to do.
Fantastic. Well, good luck, and thanks for being on the show. We're excited to have you.
Glad to be here.